Alright, what is this monstrosity? Got here a bunch of lots that I've bought off various auction sites. When on vacation came back, I had four or five different lots, so I'm going to go through those now. I buy these lots, bigger lots, and I break them up and I sell them on eBay. I sell them individually. I know all my mounts and whatnot have been selling on eBay for close to 20 years. My niche, I found out probably 12 years ago, was photography items, something I love. So I'm going to do an unboxing right now and just show you some of the stuff I got and show you how much I'm going to sell it for. So when you buy these big lots, some will be complete junk and others, some of the stuff, but some of the stuff in the lot will be junk, but you're looking for the stuff that is kind of higher value. What I've got here, I'm shooting with my there we go, that's a little bear. I'm shooting with my Olympus today. So we've got a I don't even remember what's all in this. We've got a filter thing on here, but this is a M42 screw mount lens. Aperture's working there. This is, and the glass looks clean. This is a Quantaray 28mm f2.8. We're looking at $25, $30 here. Focus runs smooth. I gotta try to get this Koken filter thing off there. I could sell. Add it with some filters and sell it for $12 if I add like 4 or 5 filters. So there's a bunch of stuff in here. I'm just going to go through it all and kind of let you know what I'm selling it for. I'm going to list my eBay store in the link below, so check that out. I run sales all the time, and there's a coupon code there if you want any of this stuff where you can get an additional 5% off. Like I said, even on the stuff that's already on sale. Another M42 mount. These are very popular. This one has a teleconverter times 3 teleconverter on there by the Sears company, and we've got a Hoya filter on the front of it, and this is a Honeymex 35mm f2.8, and the aperture is working, and I'm looking through it and it is clear. So this is a nice little lens, around close to $30 on this one. So when since Christmas season is coming up, I'm trying to buy as much as I can to get the lot. Funny thing is, I sell some at Christmas, but I mainly sell after Christmas, after everybody got their camera and they're looking for a lens for their camera. So I sell a little bit at Christmas, but it's actually in the last part of December, early part of January. You notice right there that tells you it's a Nikon mount with this and that. And this one's clear. Looks like, let me make sure here. Yeah, it looks clear. And then this is just a basic zoom at the time. This is a third-party lens. This is a CPC. They make some decent stuff. 80 to 200 f4 lens. Consistent f4 there. Push-pull zoom. Nice lens, about $25, $30, somewhere in there. Seems like the lens prices have gone up. I used to put a lot of them with the adapters, but now a lot of people just like to pick out the lens themselves and adapt it themselves if they have a mirrorless camera. So that's kind of what I'm doing here. All these came with a bunch of wrapping. The good thing about buying these lots online is because they're all wrapped, so I get to recycle all this bubble wrap, and when I ship stuff out, I don't have to purchase extra bubble wrap. We've got a Canon FD mount. They put an actual Canon FD cap on the back, and this cap might be broken. It's a Sigma cap. Oh, it's not wanting to come off. I'll just take the filter off. There we go. I'll just unscrew the filter. I'll figure that out later. It's not a Sigma lens, and it's not a Canon lens. It's a Star D lens. Not too bad. You'll find quite a few of these if you do this. Looks clear here. The hard thing on the FD mount, Canon FD mount, is seeing if the actual aperture works. So what I do is I put an adapter on here and then lock it in and see if it works. I don't care for this mounting system. It's not very good, but a lot of people like the Canon AE1. That's a very popular film camera back in the day, so they'll be looking for that. If you find one of those AE1 programs and it's working, you could get over $100 for them. So just to let you know on that. And now we'll do some more modern stuff that came in. This is a 500mm lens. This came in, and you see that? I don't know what mount it is. Like I said, I buy so much stuff I don't remember what I've got coming in, and it doesn't say what mount it is. I looked around on here and don't see. Maybe I missed it, but it's not saying. So we'll check out what mount it is and see what we could do with it. That's Optica brand, the modern brand. They sell a lot of stuff. Oh, it does say that right now. Does it say? Mount. Oh, it's a T mount. So I'll show you what that is real quick. Well, if I can get it out of here. And then this isn't like even though this is, like I said, this is modern, they've been making lenses like this, not from Optica, but other brands, and I'll have another one I'll show you here in a second. It's got a tripod collar on there. So that looks like M4 2 mount, and I'm sure the glass is clear because it doesn't even look like it's been opened. Yeah, I could actually sell this as an open box. I don't think it's ever been opened, so I can include a Canon EF to M4 2 mount, and this will work on a I'll bother with putting it back in the box right now. But as I was saying, they made these years ago. So here's an older one. And it looks exactly the same as you can see here. So they just kind of ripped off what people had already been doing for years. This Optica, and this one is this one's an F8 500mm, and what's the name brand? Q2, I guess. That's the name brand, but I looked through this one. This one's clear, but I mean, they look exactly the same. So this one would sell, I'd probably sell it for about 60, maybe 70 bucks. I'll put an adapter on there and try out at 80, and then go from there. Let's do this. It's like a whole little thing. Oh, here's one that I did open. It's a Tamron. So yeah, Tamron made lenses a long time ago as well. It's not like they're a modern company. They've been making lenses for years. So what we have here is a nice Adaptol lens. We've got the M4 2 mount, screw mount, Pentax mount is what I call it. It says for Fuji, but it's M4 2 mount. Fuji also did some M4 2 stuff. So but if you have a like a Honeywell, Pentax Honeywell camera, this would work on that as well. But the M4 2 mount is easily it's the easiest one to adapt to any sort of camera, mirrorless, and this can even be adapted for like a Canon EF as well. Nice lens. Probably try to sell this for 35 bucks. It is a nice lens. What else we got here? I was going to open this one next. If you have any questions about any of these, or if you're interested in purchasing them and you found them on my eBay store and you want to see, I might be able to do some sample image shots if you want. If you're really interested, I get a lot of questions, and then people, they really aren't interested in buying. I don't know what it is. They just ask questions to ask questions, I guess. I don't know. Seems like 90% of the questions I get, I could tell them something's made of gold and they still don't buy it. But if you're serious about buying something, let me know. Or if just general questions, you can ask a question below in the comments here on YouTube. Unitar. What we've got here is a Pentax K Mount. So this will work on my Pentax DSLR, my K3 Mark III, or any other Pentax DSLR. There is a little bit of fungus, but it might need some cleaning. Looks like it's on that rear element. It might be on the outside. Just need to spray a little bit of lens cleaner and wipe it off a little bit. So if this is working around $30, Unitar, I haven't messed around with many of those, so I might try it out myself. That's a cool thing about me selling this stuff, is I can try it out myself if there's something I'm interested in trying out. But I do test everything. Flashes, they're not worth anything, and they tend to have bad batteries in them. This one looks alright, but this Sunpack is just a kind of generic brand. I've got some other ones over here I'll show you that I do sell. I sell anything that's like name brand. If it's working, I'll test them all, but if it's a Minolta or a Pentax or a Canon flash, I will test them out and sell them. Or if it's a Vivitar flashes sell really well as well. You just got to know how to do them right. This one has corroded batteries in it. Well, they don't seem corroded, but anyway, I'll have to mess around with them. So I'll pull them out and test them out, clean off the connections, and if you ever get one of these and want to try them out, I would put the batteries back in there. Fresh batteries, after you've cleaned everything out, put fresh batteries back in there. Just leave it off for 10 minutes or so, and then turn it on. It just needs to kind of charge up in here, so it takes a while. It's not like a modern day flash where it's like boom, 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 boom. So I've got a ton in here. I'm not going to open all these. Looks like there's another Vivitar. There's a Sunpack that I'll just donate. And there's another Vivitar, and I'm not sure what that is. So that's the flashes I got. Here is a Ricoh Pentax. No, just kidding. This is Ricoh. Ricoh made cameras for Sears back in the day. So it's not releasing. That could just mean it's at the end of the film, or not. It takes me a while to test these out, but this one might be stuck. I don't know. I'll give it a go. Some of them you have to have battery in here. L44, probably 2 in this one. This is the CR5. Now if it doesn't work, I've got a 55 f2.2. I think this is a pretty good lens. I've used it before, I'm pretty sure. On that same lines, I don't know if I sold that the other day. I've got a Pentax K Mount K90 film camera that is by this brand, Calimar, which, make sure this is, Calimar makes this third party, so they've got other mounts as well. So it's kind of nice. It's in the box. Kind of cool. Let's see what we got here. In the box. Looks pretty nice. There's a little fading here on the thing. This is MD mount. So like I said, they made it for other mounts as well. The little notch on the side, plus it says MD right there. That told me right there, MD Minolta mount. So not bad though. Somebody will want that. Solid $30 on that. Minolta's mount. Probably one of the cheaper ones. If you're wanting to buy some stuff to adapt, I would go on the as far as buying the lenses themselves. The Minolta MD mounts. There's several out there, and they're probably the cheapest ones you could buy. This is just a auxiliary lens that isn't worth anything. I usually grab a bunch of these, and when I get them, even though it's in the box, it's just kind of an accessory that came with if you bought a camera. And that's what this is as well. What else we got? Almost done. It was this high definition. Oh, this is a fisheye. These are kind of fun. I mean, these are auxiliary lenses too, but this is by that same brand, Optica or whatever. But you might be able to bundle these two together and do them for like $100. A fisheye and a 500 millimeter. That would be kind of a. I usually don't bundle stuff together, but that might be one I might do, since they're both. It looks like they're both kind of new in the box. And on these, it's kind of hit or miss when they're in the case like that, because a lot of times people put them back in the case and there's moisture in there and they'll get fungus in them. So, or this case is deteriorating altogether. So let's see what we got here. This is a OM mount. These two buttons on the side give it away. OM mount there, and we've got we've got some fungus. Yeah. It looks like it. Yeah, I think it has fungus in it. So this one's probably bad. But this is a JCPenney, so it's not worth all that much. But it is a 135 f2.8. So, like I said, when they're in these cases, a lot of times they'll have fungus on them. I'll just do a couple more and cut this video short. But thanks for watching. If you want any of these items, well, here was another Calimar. So I'm assuming this was. I think this was in the same lot. Oh yeah, it says Minolta here. I missed that. It probably said that on the box. Yeah, it said that on the box as well. So we've got two nice in the box Calimar Minolta lenses. This one probably around $30 since I have the box for it. A little bit less if I didn't have the box. And if you do want to purchase anything from me, I always combine shipping. I have to do it after the purchase, so I can generally ship, if you're in the US, three lenses for $30, or 3 lenses for $8 shipping if you're in the States. So there we go. Nice. Oh, this has something's going on with this mount here in the back. It's all worn out, and it's not an actual mount. So if you pull this off there should be like a screw-on thing. But anyway, this is a Soligor 90 to 230 f4.5. Now these are really solid lenses. They have the tripod collar here, where you can put it, because it does weigh quite a bit, even though it's just like, because it is solid metal. But these are some of these you find, and there are like super sharp, great lenses. But this one might not be savable. I don't know. I have to look into it more. I mean, that mount bothers me. So, what we got? Teleconverter. Try to go through this auxiliary lens. Like I said, I'll just grab a bunch and put them in a pile and put them in an auction. Here's another M42 mount with a Tachymar rear thing. Let's see here. Asanuma, Japanese, obviously, and this one's pretty good. It does have some. I don't know if you can see that. Can you see that? Where were we? See how the aperture is slow to react. So if you have anything like that, you want to make sure. I don't see any oil. There might be some. If I get a flashlight and look in there, it does look clear though. It's a good solid lens. I've had a few of these, that brand, and they tend to do okay. So I might do this one at 35. I don't know. Well, no, see this. It's going faster now. It's just I've just been froze up. I'll see if there's actual oil on the aperture blades there. Another one in the case. Some sort of auxiliary. I don't know. I'll probably put this in a lot with some other ones if it's clear. Some sort of auxiliary thing, maybe with some of those slide type lenses. Now here's a nice one. Oh, here we go. Nicest one of the day. Old Tachymar lens. M42 mount. This is what you call a preset lens. So you've got the, you can adjust it up here. This is what your kind of your limiter is right there, and then you pull this back and forth, as you can see there. So you could limit it to, say, hey, I want to limit it so it's not going to go higher than f8. So that's what that would do. Or you could just say, I'm going to go as far as I can. So you could go all the way down. Look at that. See that? Aperture blades are very solid. This is a nice lens. Just test that real quick, make sure the focus is smooth. Well, this is nice. And it has the hood, and I've got a Tacumar rear cap from the other one. This is solid. I have to look this up. I haven't sold this one in a while. This is a 200mm f5.6. You might say, oh, that's not very, fast lens, but this one is kind of desirable. It's not super rare, but with the aperture blades being real nice like that on a preset lens, a lot of preset lenses, there's oil on the blades and whatnot. So a lot of these preset lenses are, good thing about them are they're very small as well. So this is really good. Probably put this at, I don't know, $55. I'll have to do some comps since I hadn't sold this particular one in a while. But that's the nicest score so far. We got an f2 135 f2.8. A lot of M42 mounts in here. So I know a lot of you out there like it. There's a little bit. Yeah, I think that's on the back. Yeah, it's on the back. This one looks clear. Yeah, it's clear. It's a Vivitar, so it's got a built-in lens hood like a lot of these do. But that's a solid lens, $30, maybe a little more. I'll try to find some caps for it. More auxiliary lenses that I could add to a lot. And we got, this just pretty going. We've got a Tacina. This one's good because it's 35 to 135, and it's Tacina name brand, which people kind of look for. F4 to f4.5. So nice kind of walk around all day lens type deal. And it's got the macro feature, which you could slide it into, which will give you up to a 1.4 macro ratio, which isn't anything special, but it does help you out a little bit. I'll have to test out the aperture and make sure it works, but looking at it, yeah, it's clear. So nice. I haven't found too many that had that weren't clear, that had haze or fungus on there. This one's kind of nasty in the front. This is a Sears. It doesn't say Sears, but I know it is. Where is it? Sears. Okay, yeah, I sell a lot of these, or gone through a lot of these. This is a Pentax K Mount, so K1000 or any of your modern day Pentax cameras this should work on. So if you want to order anything from me, make sure to read the description. If there's anything wrong with it, I'm really honest, and I tried my best to list everything, and I test everything myself, and I test it a second time before I ship it out, just to make sure there's nothing wrong that I listed it wrong. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this. I generally double my money, or more than double my money, on these lots, so it's kind of it's been a lot of fun doing it over the years. And like I said, I get to try out I get to try them out myself, so since I'm into photography myself, it's a lot of fun. Here we go, nice one. Chiron 28 to 85, f2.8 to f3.8. Nice lens. This is a Canon FD Mount. I'm going to have to get something to get that off there, filter off there, but it does look clear. And that's it for the day. Thanks everybody for watching. Got another video coming up with the camera I'm shooting with, the EM10 Mark III. I went to the beach and I shot some black and whites and some lower light stuff at the pier, so I'm just going to do some sample images of that. Probably list that in the next day or two. A lot of fun using this camera. Thanks for watching. Go ahead and subscribe if you hadn't, and check out the links below if you want to follow me on any other social media places. Thanks.